treasure in the back of my truck. We're just about less than a quarter mile from our house down these quiet country roads, and I've got a truckload full of old hay that a very friendly neighbor is giving us to mulch our garden. And we are thrilled because this is just gonna help everything, help with weed control and help enriching the soil. There's our garden. It looks kind of like a lawn. We need some serious weed control. We're gonna hoe and then we're gonna put down hay everywhere to suppress the weeds. But really the part of this I'm excited about is adding this organic matter to our soil. That organic matter is there in the garden and it's gonna change our soil structure from here on out. We're also gonna use this hay to give the chickens some extra work to do and start turning this upper portion of the garden into a place where we can actually grow food. It's never been plowed. It's still kind of grassy and patchy. The chickens are gonna love this, and we're gonna bring this area into the garden, maybe for some fall production or just for next year. Let's go get some more hay. Take this hay right here and put it on the garden right here. What we're actually doing is tens to hundreds of years of soil building, because in nature soil builds itself through plants growing up, dying down, slowly building up. The additive property is the sun. That's why you have more and more soil. It's not a closed system. But what we're doing here is we're gonna put it on extra thick. This is the essence of Eden gardening. You're fast forwarding to Eden. It's gonna break down and it's gonna create basically a beautiful natural system that you can find in an old forest or an old field. If you don't know the story of Joel Salatin's Polyface Farm, you need to get one of his books and read about it. You can tell he's passionate about building soil, and he tells a story about how thousands of years ago, and even just a couple hundred years ago, his farm was actually covered by a beautiful open prairie. Bison roamed. Apparently, he says there were many, many feet of topsoil. So when they bought their farm, it was just full of gullies and red dirt. And over the years, just by adding organic matter, even walnut holes, manure, straw, hay, wood, anything you add is building your soil back to a beautiful natural state. We are still hauling hay. You know, I've just been thinking about the wealth that's available out here in these country areas in the form of resources. You know, there's more hay than there are animals, and there's definitely more land than there are farmers out here. I can point out pasture after pasture after pasture, farm after farm, within just a couple miles of our house that are completely unused. And they're just calling out for someone to come out there and farm them. How could we ever have a problem with not having enough food or not having enough productive work when we have all this land and all this abundance?
What just happened?
Someone pulled into our driveway and said, "Is this your puppy?" And we said no. But we said, "We'll take care for the day though."
So our neighbor came by and asked if it was our puppy. And he said that he couldn't keep her because his dog kept going after her. And anyway, so we said we would take her for the day, try to find her owners. And of course the girls have already named her Beauty.
So I'm pretty excited about something that came in the mail, 3% cash back. Actually, that's not what I'm excited about. I'm excited about this package right here, priority mail. These are seeds. These are cornfield beans. We're gonna plant them under our field corn patch and let them grow up. This should be a top priority. In fact, I think the US Postal Service should have a special top priority for seeds. And you know, you might imagine, "Sir, would you like to insure this package?" Yes, I would like to insure this package. Well, how much is it worth? It's worth the future of humanity. Priority mail, seeds direct to me from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, and we'll plant them. Our corn's about this high, and we'll plant them when it's about this high. Look at all this hay. Bale after bale. I think I've got like 60 bales here to put out on the garden. I'm running out of daylight though, and I've got one more load to unload at the barn. I'm just thrilled that we found this resource. It's just perfect. You know, I've been just waiting and looking and waiting for the right thing, and it was just down the road, and it came from making personal connections and talking to people, letting them know our needs, and them just sharing their resources with us. That was definitely another great day on the homestead. I'm gonna get this hay out all around these raspberries, and the chickens are happy, the garden's gonna be happy, we're happy. Y'all have a great night. Oh yeah, by the way, remember to share us on Facebook so we can continue to grow and spend even more time working on the homestead.